All right, it is prep day for the 2026 Women's Wellness Weekend. To chat a little bit about how I'm feeling this year and some of the lessons I learned from last year's event that I'm implementing and putting into practice for this year. I came up here a day early, which is what I did last year, but the thing that I'm doing differently this year is that I am allowing myself the opportunity to rest. Last year when I came up early, I spent the Friday in advance pretty much keeping up with the same routine, the same habits that I do when I'm not leading a retreat. I taught my Zumba class. So this year I got up here a day early and I just allowed myself to relax. Okay, the second thing that I'm doing differently this year than I did last year is that I'm only teaching one class a day. So last year I taught 2 classes every day. I taught a morning Zumba class and I taught an evening stretch and flow. And what I found coming out of it is while that's great for some people, that's a lot for me. I got back last year, I was exhausted. So I instead adjusted the teaching schedule. So I'm only doing classes in the morning and I'm adjusting the types of classes that we're doing each day. So we'll have our stretch and flow, we will have our Zumba one day, and for some reason last year I didn't do a bar flow. So when I was looking at the schedule, the itinerary from last year to this year, I was like, why did I not teach bar? That's like one thing that I'm known for. So I incorporated a bar sculpt and flow that we're actually going to kick off tomorrow. So the next thing that I'm going to be doing this year is just allowing for a bit more downtime. But this year I wanted to allow more free time to explore the town, go to Longwood Gardens, go to Kennett Square, go back to the winery if you want to, stay back in your room, read a book, do what you need to do to take care of yourself. And the last thing I'll say would be just to not put so much pressure on myself to make it perfect. A lot of my ladies coming this year are repeat people from last year. So basically anything that I worried about happening last year was probably all in my head. And at the end of the day, what's gonna happen is gonna happen, and what's gonna happen is that we're gonna have a great time. So thanks so much for tuning in. Now it's time for me to finish getting ready and go run some errands. Bye.